Arise, Ghana.
Charge this morning here, the MPP demonstration, Save the Judiciary demonstration, is now fully underway and is now in full force. A few seconds ago, they began to do that procession. That demonstration has just started. It's in full force, taking off right from the frontage of the Supreme Court complex here, somewhere around the Kwame Nkrumah mausoleum here. There are scores of people here, but maybe not the numbers that you were expecting, not the thousands and thousands of people, but a good number of people as well also here to join this demonstration, to add their voices to what the MPP already has said. What we already know that from the communication and the promises that were already done was that some political parties were going to join. So far, independently, I've been able to only see one political party in NDP that are currently here to join this demonstration against processes that have been triggered by government for the removal of Justice Tokono, who is the Chief Justice. He's currently on suspension. The MPP's case is simple, that the processes are not just, and they don't think that it will be fair, will do right by the Chief Justice at the end of the day. So what you are seeing now, the protesters are now ready to start their march. This was ordinary planned to start at 5 a.m. And at 5 a.m. when we go here, already there were some people here waiting to be part of this protest. But as you can see there, former roads minister, a cabinet minister, also assessor watching, also there in the shots there. So you see that from the big banner, Save the Judiciary demonstration. It's currently in full force. They are now marching, making their way to the first stop, which you understand is supposed to be the court complex, where they'll submit one petition out of 3 petitions that they have scheduled to submit to various government or arms of government today. There's one going to the parliament, which is the second arm of government, and then the final one will go to the Jubilee House, which is the third and final place that will end, and that will be at the seat of the presidency. There's some big men and women in the crowd as it starts now will be leading the charge, holding hands and making sure this will be a peaceful and an uneventful one for the MPP. It's one of the things that they have cautioned individuals already, that They don't want this to degenerate into any other thing. They want this to stay as it is, a cause to fight the establishment against the suspension of the CJ. Not just that, also to fight the process triggered the government to remove the Chief Justice, Justice Gertrude Chokono. So there you have it. They're now moving here from the frontage of the Supreme Court, and they will use the NLA section. What we have also seen here vibrantly is the number of police personnel that are on grounds that will be helping, assisting these demonstrators to move from here in Accra or Jonathan Mills High Street all the way to the presidency. It promises to be a very eventful day for the MPP because they are fighting the cause they believe is unjust. But we also heard the argument from the NDC side on all that they have been saying that, well, the processes have been fair so far, unlike any that have ever been triggered since the Fourth Republic. So, I mean, we'll be trying to speak to some of these protesters who are in the crowd to see exactly why are they also joining this particular protest here. Bossman, how are you doing? Okay, so Bossman, how are you doing?
Very well.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Kojo.
Okay. So, I mean, why does it have to come to a demonstration for you?
Well, it is one of the, let me say, instruments available to us when it comes to safeguarding our democracy and our constitution, for that matter. We would write, we would speak, we would want to write petitions and everything, but ultimately, when you can tell that there's some adamance on the part of the executive, then you have no choice but to get your people together and then hit the streets using a very democratic tool like this to be able to express our viewpoints. Whatever happens, we understand the fact that the executive is politicized, parliament is a political institution, but the judiciary is our last frontier. That's where we all draw our safety. So if we have come to the point where we think and can tell that our democracy, or the judiciary for that matter, who is our protection, is under threat, then it is important that we come together and send a strong signal to government that please hands off the judiciary and let there be independence.
I mean, a demonstration only seems at the moment like you don't trust in the establishment, that the promise that fairly to treat this whole process without political lens and to make sure that all the tenets as the constitution prescribes are followed. You don't trust that process? What we are doing is an exhibition of our trust in the process. We are using a very legitimate tool, which is a demonstration. Don't forget, before we got here, we had deployed other tools. The minority had spoken in Parliament, they have made their views known. They had written all kinds of letters, but the process that you are describing, we can tell, has been fraught with politics, right from the Council of State. Having established a prima facie case that we believe is not the case. Has anybody questioned the work of the Chief Justice in terms of her delivery? Absolutely not. So you can tell that this whole thing is just a big attempt to take out somebody who is doing her legitimate work, but it's not because. So yes, we trust in the process, but having avail ourselves of all the other tools and not getting the desired result or outcome, we believe that we also have to hit the streets and send a message across. Kojo, I'm grateful here. So at least 1,000 people possibly are joining this protest today in their numbers to add their voice to what the MPP has said for weeks now, that the processes that have been triggered to remove the sitting Chief Justice Gertrude Chokono, they think that the process will be political biased and will not be in favor of anything. It's simply a political gimmick to remove her. They are already fighting the petitions. They're fighting the grounds for which the president forwarded the petitions to the Council of State and subsequently also to set up a committee. And all of these people are here to vent that frustration here. I'll be following some of these people in the crowd, bringing you all the reactions. There are lots and lots of people. Some of them came as early as 5 a.m. and are hoping willing to get their voice ahead at the end of the day. The likes of minority leader Afenyo Markin is here. Former roads minister Asenso Boachi is also here. We're seeing the likes of Captain Afeku and Lejekuku, representative of the MPP, who lost that election. Okoboy is also here. And they are all joining this same cause that the suspension is unjust, and this is just a political witch hunting of the Chief Justice, who was appointed, by the way, by the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo. So let's try to see some more people here. What's my next saying? What's it? I don't pay your best time, man. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Now, I didn't know or come why demonstration.
And my demonstration is President John Mahama. I say, I didn't mention so enter but 4 years back. 4 years or so. I say Chief Justice, you need no occasion. No funny, dear brother. Yes, we are better. Nasa wenu abasu.
So obisi wa ye boni enti obese ye unu because ya wa ye no enye ono na nutuso ye mu no ya wa ye na enye e tare so obese be yi no. Otase your mama na ma ota tin to obese Chief Justice no otukwa kakra. Wo okwa na otu obese ebe nche otu etukwan. Wo obese obe etu etukwan. Nso otukwa na okunu no ti aka chefe kakra. Aka chefe wa yesu yesu ye ncha se obekwa aka chefe. We will not
agree. We will not allow John Mahama and the NDC to meddle with the affairs of the judiciary. We must make sure that we protect our democracy and we protect the judiciary too.
But Mahama says it's been fair.
Who has been fair? Who? What shows the fair? Where lies the fairness? When at the goal he nominated 7 people to the Supreme Court. Where was his fair?
But last year, the Chief Justice herself, who is now embattled, also nominated some people.
Is it not Mahama who said they should cap the judiciary? You came at the background that the judiciary should be capped. Why have you now increased the nomination?
Did you share the same sentiment?
You see, the judiciary is an attack. Mama, and the public. You see, suspending the Chief Justice, to me, it's unconstitutional. For me, it's unconstitutional.
But when it continues that way,
and it's preparing the grounds for a third term, which is so good. So we are calling all Ghanaians to rise up against this.
When it happens this way, it means any Chief Justice that is appointed, his term will be contempt with the city government. So the one who is acting, he should make sure that NDC goes, he also goes.
All right, sure. So you just heard from some supporters of the MPP who also, explaining why individually they've decided to join this. And at the heart of it is that they don't trust the processes that have been triggered. They don't think that it's going to be fair against Justice Gertrude Tokono, and think that ultimately this is all part of a bigger plan to just simply remove her based on evidence that does not exist. But that hasn't been the position of the NDC. The NDC believes strongly that this process will be fair, or it has been fair so far and will continue to be fair, and that ultimately the committee that has been set up to probe the issues properly will do a good.
Yeah, organized labor has spoken against.
Be free and fair. You don't think that the process is fair?
It's not. The justice must be free and fair.
We believe our democracy must be preserved for ourselves and for our posterity. President Mahama must take his hands off the judiciary.
But if we are talking about preserving the democracy and the constitution, it's the same constitution that granted the president the power to suspend the Chief Justice.
It's not about the processes to remove the Chief Justice. It is about the politics of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. You heard them in opposition. They said that NDC judges and NDC lawyers must be ready to take up the bench. And what they are doing is to undermine the
judiciary, to remove the Chief Justice, bring a Chief Justice that is amenable to the agenda of the NDC. And we think that that is wrong, that is unacceptable, that is injurious to our democracy. It's not about the law, it's about their politics.
Are you getting this from the rhetoric of the governing, the party members, or you're getting this from the processes that have been followed so far?
I'm getting it from you, the journalists. I'm getting it from organized labor. I'm getting it from civil society organizations. I'm hearing from everywhere, including yourself.
Well, that is the communications officer of the new opposition New Patriotic Party. As you can see, the march has started. The action is right behind me, and we are marching. First stop is Parliament, and then of course we proceed to the Jubilee House to present that petition or present their grievances to the president. They say hands off the judiciary, and that's the whole intention for this demonstration. At the heart of it is a suspension of the Chief Justice. I want to engage some of the people with placards. Hello, tell me, what does the placard say?
Are you seeing it?
The placard is today.
Are you seeing it yourself? So I won't talk again.
What does it mean?
Are you seeing it yourself? So I won't talk again.
Yeah, but you're holding it. What does it mean?
To judiciary, that's all. Do justice to judiciary, that's all.
All right, he says do justice to judiciary. Madam, what does your placard say?
Executive power has limits. So judiciary fund ya Yapamona, Yapisa Papa Joma say, Ediana Baye, our Mampani JJ, or Mampani JJ, Abba Mrano, was a son, or Mampani, Kufua Baye, and Mrano was a son, or Mampani at Amisabaye, and Mrano was a son. What they do the affairs, or once a Samra, or Mampani Kufua Abba, once a Samrano. What's number 4, 3rd one? What's about Samlano? And yet, what's the Mramana was a Brana Bo Judge for Awubino, Samlano, Yansano, 1993. And I was Samlano to Unquadia Uday. At the end of Pasauya, I dream about him, and Jabasa Samlano, at the end, my judicial and and yet, I'm Brother Yasan in there, Yasan Watcha. And yes, I heard that to come on the day. Yeah, channel. You're warning. We are warning your mama. Oh, say you, Papa. Oh, you're not just about it. You better take the wow. Passionate rhetoric here. Hello, sir. What are you? How are you feeling?
The way I do it, demonstration power. Mama, it's not change the woman. It's not the woman who should work.
Thank you for speaking to us. Of course, tensions are running high, but there's excitement. You can see the bus band following us, there's music. Although they have a serious issue going on right now, of course, they have to have some fun while they're at it. So we'll try and engage some more people and then understand. I really want to focus on the placards and what it means. Hello, madam. What does a placard mean? Hey. All excitement for what? No, I will not come. All right. What does your placard say?
What's it? What's my name?
What's today?
What's it, my kind?
What does it say?
Minimo.
I don't know a crowd, so who in the crowd?
Me jara omani mami.
Who are no money mao? What's the fire day?
What's it?
What's the fire day?
What's it?
What the mouth the fire day?
I didn't tell me ba.
All right. It appears some people are just holding these placards without actually understanding what's written on it.
Vice President or Vice Presidential candidate for the MPP, Educhum, is also here. And we are expecting that maybe some delegation coming from who representing the judiciary will come forward and then collect this petition from the NPP. So we are waiting here. The gates are closed at the moment. The gates to the Supreme Court enclave is closed. But leadership of the MPP are here currently awaiting for an audience from whoever will come from inside. But we don't know how exactly this gate was closed. But in the morning when I came here at 5 a.m. it was open and people going in and coming out. But just when this demonstration got here, currently it's been gates have been closed. So they're still waiting for more people to come. And then let me try and see if we get some more people to talk to. So
free the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice deserves justice.
Make you open inside. Make you open inside. Make you open inside.
Come. So, I mean,
please, we want to talk to the pusher.
So we'll hear from some people here in the crowd why exactly they are joining this protest. So, I mean, Basman, why are you joining the protest?
Yeah, we are here to defend our constitution, our constitutional rights. We don't want to live in the country. We will be like nobody controls. Do you understand? John Mama have lost his control. So we are here to defend our constitution.
Great. So you heard from him. They are here to defend their constitution here. There's a crowd, a raging crowd, just outside the main gates of the Supreme Court here. The gates currently are closed, but leadership of the MPP and the allied groups are here waiting for an audience. Well, I don't know what exactly they are waiting for and who exactly they are waiting for to come from inside the Supreme Court complex to come and meet them. But they've told us that they have a petition that they want to submit to the judicial arm of government, and they are waiting for their turn as it starts now. They don't know again who exactly they are waiting for before this petition and who exactly will be receiving this petition on behalf of them.
There was an agreement that when we get here, they will make way, we go in, the leadership presents the petition, and then we can move to our next assignment, which is also another presentation of a petition, this time to Speaker at Parliament. Then from there, we move to Jubilee House to present our last petition.
You are saying the police was aware, they are aware that you're supposed to go through?
It was an arrangement and agreement between the police and the organizers of the demonstration. We don't know why they are trying to renege on their promise or agreement.
Have they said anything to you formally?
No, they are just mute. We don't know what they have in mind. They are just mute.
Have you asked them to open the gate?
Yeah, we've asked them. I'm sure in the course of time, they're going to make way, so we go in there.
Well, if you've asked them to open and they haven't opened it, what's your next course of action?
We'll consult with our leadership, then we'll know what next thing to do.
Well, I think the leadership wants to approach and try and get the gate open so that petition can be presented rather to, I think I am getting, right now the leadership is trying to approach the gate and negotiate with the police officers on the other side of the gate to open the gate for them. From what we are gathering so far, there was an agreement, an arrangement for them to open the gate when they got here so that they can go through, or at least let the leaders of the demonstration enter the gate so they can present their petition. But there seems to be a little hold up. There seems to be some sort of standoff. The police are on the other side of the gate and they're waiting for, I think, well, I believe, that the leadership to approach the gate and so that they can open it. We don't understand why there's that standoff, but I'm going to try and speak to the police to understand why they haven't opened the gate yet. Excuse me.
Now it's about time you ask them.
Hello. Thank you for your live on Joy News. Is there a reason why the gate is still closed?
Yes, I don't know anything about it.
You don't know anything about it. They are saying that there's an agreement for you to open the gate for them. Why haven't you done that yet? Hello, madam. Is there a reason why the gate has not been opened yet? Or you cannot speak to us? Is it because you are not authorized to speak to us?
Marina commander.
Your commander is there. All right, let me speak to your commander. Hello, commander. You're live on Joy News. Please, you just want to understand why the gate has not been opened yet. Hello. Oh, we also have Richard Ayangbare. Is there a reason why the gate hasn't been opened yet?
Well, we're not supposed to go in. We'll stand here and they'll come and receive the petition.
Okay, so the leadership will go in?
Exactly.
All right, so you're just waiting for leadership. All right, so...
Miss House, we are trying to correct that one.
What's that? What's that, Miss House?
They are saying that we're not supposed to present the letters here, but this is what we agreed on. We have even spoken with them. They were ready for us.
So miscommunication?
Yes, miscommunication. So we are trying to do.
It's not miscommunication. The idea was that we wrote a letter here. We're giving it to the acting judicial secretary. That's the plan, and that's what we're going to stick with. We don't know about any arrangement elsewhere. Here is where we're supposed to come.
Well, you're only finding out here that you're not supposed to present here?
Learned that they've set up a place at the High Court complex. That's not where the arrangement was supposed to be. So amenable to any way to do it peaceful. So we're asking, we'll send a few people in, or however way they'll do it. But our commitment, I want to restate, is to peace. Our point is to submit the petition peacefully and go, nothing untoward.
So that's Richard Anyagba and some leaders of the party saying that they're committed to a peaceful protest. There might be some mishap that they're trying to resolve, but ultimately the gates will be open. Right now they're sending some leaders into the building to understand why they've been stopped. There's an alternate arrangement somewhere else that they are not aware of, and they're trying to resolve all that impasse so that the protest can continue, so that the petition can be presented to the appropriate recipients or authorities. leaders of the opposition in the Patriotic Party understand that miscommunication. The party leadership is sending a delegate in there right now to understand why the gates are not open for them to peacefully present their petition to the appropriate recipients. And according to there's been an alternative arrangement somewhere else, which they were opting out. So they're trying to understand what's the new arrangement. Right now, the gate has been opened. A section of the gate has been opened. They're sending in the delegates, leadership of the party, to go in there. It's a bit chaotic here because everyone is trying to get access to the gates and enter, but we understand that it's not everyone here who will be granted entry into the Supreme Court premises. Rather, they want to send a small delegation, mostly the leadership of the party in there, so they can present the petition. The police officers are standing their grounds. They're not... There seems to be some sort of altercation going on between who can enter and who cannot. I think the leaders are trying to make their way into the premises, make their way into that small crevice of a gate that has been opened so that they can peacefully, I'm using the word because Richard Ayagba said they are committed to peaceful protest and peaceful ways of addressing this impasse. So what you're seeing on your screen right now is the standoff between the leadership of the opposition New Patriotic Party, or the leadership of those here gathered here for the Save the Judiciary demonstration, and police officers on the other side of the gate. As to whether or not the leadership have been able to make their way into the gate is yet unknown, but we do see that one or two people have made their way in there, and we will keep you updated. I'm going to try and get up close and see what they can tell us this time around. You're still live on Joy News, on the AM show, with me, Sweetie Abochi. And it's really a very new and novel experience for me, I must add. To be in the heart of this demonstration, trying to bring you sounds and sights from the Save the Judiciary demonstration. At the heart of this demonstration, or the cardinal value of this demonstration, is the request, or should I say demand, of the opposition New Patriotic Party to lift that suspension of the Chief Justice Gertrude Iraba-Esaba Tokono. They're asking the media to come in, so we want to go in there and bring you up close to everything happening. Of course, they cannot present this petition without, without us capturing it. Please, can you help me get in there? All right, I'm just asking a security, a police officer, to help me go in there. Hello. Oh, it's a bit chaotic. Well, they've opened the gate and they're asking that the media should come in. And in order to safeguard the gate and not open it so that everyone gets in, they're trying to open just a very small, crevice, I must say, of the gate so that we can get in and witness the presentation of that petition to the recipients. It's unclear whether or not the leadership have actually made their way into the gate or the premises as we speak. But I think from where I stand, I can see Richard Ahiagba in there. And please help me go in. Yes, thank you. The petition has to be presented. Yeah, I'm currently at the entrance of the gate, trying to make my way into into the premises of the Supreme Court. Yes, from where I stand, I actually see some leadership. I see the leadership of... I'm still just trying to get in so that I can bring you accurate reportage. It is a very tight situation. It is extremely difficult. Richard, right. Right. All right. But so far, so good?
Well, as you can see, the excitement is there. People want their democracy.
I see the excitement on your face.
Yes. People love their democracy. We want our democracy to stay intact. President Mahama, your hand off our democracy.
Well, we are still trying to penetrate this gate. Everyone should go in. Well, for anyone who's been in a situation like this before, you have a fair idea of how difficult it is to get in. Everyone wants to go into the premises of the... But so far, so good. It's only a struggle to get in. The leadership of the party have no qualms. They say they're okay. They're still excited. They just are making some arrangements for the media to come in so that the presentation can go on. This is still Save the Judiciary demonstration happening today, the 5th of May 2025, in protest against the suspension and what the NPP calls subsequent removal or a plot to remove the Chief Justice Gertrude Iraba Isaba Tokono. Hey. Hello. I see Apenyo marking in there.
Also, we are currently inside the Supreme Court. As you can see, it's very chaotic out there. The police right now, they're trying to make sure that they allow some of the media houses to enter. They're having issues in controlling the media and everybody out there. So what the MPP and other political parties are here to do is to present a petition to the Supreme Court. From here, they then move to Parliament, then to the Jubilee House. That's what they're doing today, and it's all on the hashtag Save the Judiciary demonstration. A lot of people are still gathering outside. We've been here for the past, we've been here for the past 15-20 minutes, and they're still trying to control the crowd out there. It was even difficult in trying to get in here. So the momentum is outside, right outside the gate of the Supreme Court. As you can see, a lot of people are still outside. Some of them are hoping to enter the premises of the Supreme Court. The leadership, we see the MPP party leadership here. We see the flag bearer of the NDP also in here. The Ghana police, they are also in here. And a lot of other key leadership people who are the conveners of this demonstration, they are all inside here waiting to present the petition to the Supreme Court. We don't know how long it's going to take before they submit the petition, but then we are waiting because they are currently struggling just to get other people inside. They want other media houses to enter. It was very difficult, even though most of my colleagues are outside. I managed to find a way and come. So we are still waiting on the leadership and everybody in here to present the petition.